I mean, 50, 60, 70% of the inspections in the Midwest are in the basement, and we're looking for cracks in water and stuff like that. So how
Radon
is
gas.
radon
Not
gas?
ours.
No. So
No basements.
for an inspection down south, to walk me through what your great inspectors are looking for, and then what things we should be concerned about. One of the things that I have to have a conversation on the daily is because of 60 Minutes in the early 90s and their whole report on mold and how it's going to kill everybody. Well, here we are in the Midwest and there's mold everywhere and it's okay. Little things like that. So what is it? Where's the focus? What is worrisome? What's not worrisome that maybe comes up in a typical inspection?
Half, I'll do half.
Okay.
So the inspection, he'll come in, he checks all the electrical lights, plugs, plumbing, shut-off valves. Shut-off valves usually leak. It's just normal because it's the way our water
Or they
is.
don't shut off.
Or they don't shut off because if it's people that just don't use the water enough, they're not here enough, a snowbird, if you don't shut it off and on, you just got to replace them.
We got very high hard water and it has high salt content.
They check they check all the appliances. They get up in the attic. If it's a house. Now, if it's a condo, not so much because the condo roof is covered under the HOA, so they don't mess with that. They'll run all the appliances, dishwasher, the garage door. They'll check that out. What else am I missing?
Your wind mitigation.
Yep.
When you have wind mitigation for insurance credits, all of the holes in the house have to be protected. So that's windows, doors, and garage door. And garage door is even if it's a hurricane rated garage door, it still has to have the original manufacturer sticker on it, or you will get no wind mitigation credits with insurance because that hole's not protected because that label's not on it.
I'd say another big problem is the tile roofs. There's always cracked tiles.
Roofs are always an issue.
And we try and prepare the buyer that, okay, if it's an as-is contract, we'll see if we can get a roofer up there to make sure the roof has been checked out. And since we've had this storm, that's probably going to be a big thing now because I'm sure there's quite a few roof tiles.
All the insurance companies know we went through 150 mile an hour winds, and they know where the area is at, right? And they know all the insurance companies know where all the claims have been. So if you're a house that's sitting in the middle of claims and you just had your roof repaired and it's 21 years old, when you go to likely to sell that house, you're going to be putting a new roof on it.
Right.
So that's it. And you get a report, and we've got a couple inspectors that we use. It's about 30 pages long. We go over it with them and send it to them. And then we ask for some repairs if it's something that's like really, really bad. Molds, some people will ask to do a mold report, some inspections.
You can do that,
and you can do that.
Due diligence.
You can do that.
The mold that comes with water intrusion is the black mold, and that's the one that everybody worries about. But we also have a thing that's known as humidity mold, and that's aspergillus and penicillium, I think is what it's called. Yeah. And it's a white yellowish mold that grows on things. That's very common here. Snowbirds will leave their house for the summer and they'll set their thermostat to 80 degrees and they won't have a humidistat on it to pull humidity out of the air. So if you're going to set it to 80 degrees, that's fine, but you got to set your humidistat at 55% relative humidity or less. So it drives the HVAC unit to pull the moisture out of the air, and then you won't have that mold.
And they do check. They do check the AC.
We've seen those houses, and man, you just
they check the AC, they check the hot water heater. They'll give you the age of all of that. It's pretty thorough.
They also do. We run permit checks.
Yes.
Any open permits in public record, the seller has agreed to close those out and pay to have those closed out. Or if they've done something without a permit, they've agreed to get a permit and pay for it and get it inspected and closed out. But permit inspections are huge as well. And most of your inspectors do that. They'll run that search.
Oh, okay.
Sherry Reeves and Mike, we work with Coldwell Banker, been with them for 12 years.
Here, yeah.
You can reach us on our cell phone number, 859-512-1613, or Mike's 239-240-9069.
It shows up
pretty
in her phone as Mike. It's why it's hard to know the number.
I didn't- yeah, keep track of it. But we have our cell phones on us all the time. You can reach us pretty much anytime and we'll answer any questions anybody has.
Awesome.